The Hartley Show is an entertainment program and does not own any of the copyrighted material featured in this episode. All copyrighted material featured will be used as fair use for the purposes of criticism, comment, news reporting, and/or research. Taki taki.
Football practice. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Jesus Christ!
Duh.
What, man?
You got a little something. Just kind of.
Why do you smell like garbage?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I got this.
Dude.
Did I get it?
So in a move that shocked me anyways, Sony has actually given up Spider-Man back to Marvel, or at least they're going to do some sort of in-concert thing, which obviously is going to be great for the franchise. I say obviously, but that's my opinion. People seem to be a little concerned about this, but after the abysmal failure of the last two movies, I mean, they only made about $1 billion, right? What a stinky franchise. They're going to move on, and they're going to bring a new Spider-Man into the fold. It would appear Andrew Garfield, who I thought was fantastic, is getting kicked to the curb. Suck it, Brit. I was surprised myself. I didn't see this one coming. I didn't think those guys would ever actually manage to make a deal because, you know, movie houses tend to be kind of greedy. But like I say, I think this is a great move overall. And then, of course, one of the other big hunks of news has been all about convergence, this convergence thing that DC is doing. Now, what we've learned is it turns out convergence, the 2 months of comics from DC to help with their move from New York to Burbank, was actually conceived of way back when they did Flashpoint, when they created the New 52. Apparently, the initial concept was to actually do convergence because they were going to move from New York to Burbank then, but they didn't. And so the New 52 wasn't supposed to be the way it was, and the reason it looked so confusing to all of us was because, well, it was confused. It was a forced thing. So what's going to come out of convergence here is we're going to get a look back at all of the past continuities from the DC universe. We're going to see the pre-Crisis, the pre-Zero Hour, and I think the pre-Infinite and Final Crisis and all that sort of stuff. It should be really neat, and I'm looking forward to it. 2 months of books. Each book is going to have 2 parts, but this will not be a reboot, as I've already suspected and theorized in the past. What it's all going to be is just a look back at the past of DC for 2 months, and then once the 2 months are over, they're going to continue on with the regular continuity. But they're dropping the New 52 moniker, which I hate. The New 52 for 3 years. For 3 years, it's new? Really? So they're dropping the New 52 moniker, like I say, but the continuity will still continue on. So from this point on, I'm calling it the post-Flashpoint DCU. The New 52 can go suck itself. Even though I love it, I think it was a horrible moniker because it was really just a chunk of branding. And on that note, we know pretty much the same thing with Secret Wars, the new Marvel thing that isn't going to be a reboot. They are sort of messing up their not their continuity, but they're taking little bits of different continuities and alternate tales and whatnot, and they're going to jam all this battle world. But all they're doing is picking storylines and different time elements and alternate realities. Nothing's actually getting continuity-wise altered, although as per normal, I would expect Marvel to retcon a few things here and there because that's kind of what they do. Marvel, they like to retcon. DC, they like to reboot and then retcon little things along the way. So I was right. Every now and then it happens. So something I really want to address is these fantastic free handouts that DC produces. These essential graphic novel and chronology things. This is the 2015 edition. And first off, I really need to address these things are really high quality. This is actually better quality than most comic books you get. You get a nice cardstock, foil cover, and it covers basically all the categories of DC books. It's got the New 52 stuff in here, the post-Flashpoint DCU stuff and the pre-Flashpoint DCU stuff. It's got a Vertigo section, a Superman section, a Batman section. These things are great. And the second half of this thing is, or at least the last third of it, is all in order form. So this isn't just a convenient handout for you to figure out what's available in the DCU. It's also even just convenient in the sense that you could fill out your order form and bring it to your store and get what you want. Because that's one of the tricks of buying comic books. Actually, ordering what you want can sometimes be a giant pain in the butt. And that's not the fault of your retailer. Understand that Diamond distributors, they're kind of, well, not kind of, they have an absolute monopoly in the industry. And sometimes they just don't ship things out like they should because they're a bunch of jackasses. Little known fact, while the box indicates that he is a captain,
3 stripes on a uniform indicates the rank of commander, not captain. I will forever be your captain.
Now I want to address a bunch of awesome comics that came out that are sort of off the beaten path a little bit, indie books. First up, Danger Club. This book is absolutely amazeballs. I know people hate that saying, but I use it anyways because I'm old. But this book is fantastic. Now, it wasn't published the last year because there was all sorts of personal issues that the two creators of this book went through. And there was a car accident, the artist's kids, and the close friend died. So what they decided to do was wrap up the storyline. I think it was 6 more issues, get them all in the can, and then start soliciting them. Get this book. The first trade is out. It's available now. It's been available for a while. And now the issue 6 is on the stands. This book is absolutely sexy as hell. Great art, great storyline, and if you're not buying this, you need a slap in the something or other. And then, of course, we got the latest issue of Copra. Anybody who watches this show knows I love this book so much. Michael Fife is just an amazing artist, an amazing writer. This guy is brilliant. Now, the individual issues, you can get them on Etsy, and they are quite expensive. Did I just enunciate Etsy properly? Etsy. Now, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Etsy. Etsy's sort of like this niche-y, almost hipster-esque version of eBay where you can buy things directly from artists. So this book itself, as I've mentioned many times in the past, it's really a love letter to the 80s John Ostrander, Luke McDonnell Suicide Squad, but it's really its whole own thing. I mean, it's called Copra and not Suicide Squad for a very good reason. When you buy these books individually, like I say, they cost a little bit more because they actually get shipped to your house. But man, these things are amazing. Each issue is actually hand-cut and handmade. Super fantastic cardstock cover. They always have cool little things in the back. Actually, one of the things that Fife is doing nowadays is he's got like a neat little ongoing running story on the back cover and the last few pages of this. And this particular issue came with this cool little print, a cool little printy thing. He does neat little things like this all the time, posters and stuff. This one actually is signed by Fife and penciled for that matter. Super cool, super niche-y. I love this book so much. Then we've got George O'Connor's Olympians. The latest issue, volume 7 of the series, focuses on Ares. This book is absolutely fantastic. In my opinion, this is the best stuff published regarding the Olympian gods ever of all time, the Greek gods. This stuff is just absolutely super, super, super fantastic. O'Connor breathes an amazing amount of modern day relevance into the Olympian mythology, and this stuff is just unlike anything that has come out before it or after or during, or I'm not even making sense because I'm excited. I love this comic so much. Absolutely fantastic. Now, you can't get this book in regular comic stores. I've had to order it off Amazon. I think you can ask your retailers to get it in, but I don't even think this is available through Diamond. I might be wrong on that one, but I've never seen this solicited through Diamond Books. Absolutely fantastic, and like I said, this is volume 7. Now, one thing I will mention about this book is if you are a fan of these books, Ares in this particular book, although he is focused throughout the entire issue, he's not given the usual in-depth look that they usually give the gods in this book. He is not quite a Charichery character in this, but he's not given the amount of depth they normally give to the gods until really sort of the end of this, and it's more of a look into his personality. Just so you know, this is an amazing book. It's absolutely fantastic, but it just doesn't breathe the amount of life and give you the amount of nuance you would normally get out of his take on the gods. Still amazing, still fantastic. Get it. Next up, we got Superman number 38. This is the introduction of the new costume, which is very similar to the current costume he already has had prior, current, you know, the new 52-ish post-Flashpoint one. It's just had a slight adjustment. There's a huge, huge development in the last page of this book. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Go out and buy it. But somebody finds out his secret identity. This absolutely fantastic book. I adore this book. Now, John Romita Jr., the artist in this book, he rubs a lot of people the wrong way. I think he's a fantastic storyteller, although I think his art has maybe dipped a bit in quality, but his storytelling, I think, has improved. So this book is available in two versions that I know of. You've got the cool Flash variant, where it's like got the Bizarro thing going on there, and Big Head Lois Lane, and Flash Bulb Head guy. And then, of course, the regular version is a fold-out. Here, check this out. Woohoo! Absolutely fantastic. Well worth your time.
Hey, Hartley. Hartley, it's time for the outro, pal. All right.
Damn it!
There you have it. Comic books and crap. As always, a huge thanks to Taz for letting us film here, and a big thanks to you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Damn it!